I got you. I got y'all crazy. Noun, a mentally deranged person.
He's not a person.
Oh, shut your mouth, Lonnie. You know what he's
He's
talking
not.
about.
A person. He's a curse.
Oh my
Let's
God.
move on.
You know what we're talking
He's
about?
not a person.
I would try to qualify to a person.
say,
You know what?
Lonnie always did this though.
It's literally a curse.
Ty will finish the definition and then we'll finish talking about the villains.
Or it said psychopathic, which I think he
A
is.
psychopathic person, a human being.
Yeah, he's not a human. It doesn't count.
Anyhow. All right, next, villains in general for Jujutsu Kaisen. What do we think?
I think the villains are tough.
I love Mahito. Mahito's great.
Mahito.
Y'all love to hate him.
Absolutely.
I like him more
can't-
than Sukuna.
I can't stand. I can't stand him.
I don't hate Mahito at all.
Okay, a lot of people do.
Oh, I should ask Serena the Mahito question. The
Mhm.
Mahito debate.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
hear it.
Lord.
Oh no.
Wait, what's the
Oh,
Mahito
my
question?
Yo,
God,
Santo,
bro.
play the Here We Go again audio.
Here we go, bro.
No, because I'm sorry. I've seen some creators like say the same thing. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm not tripping. Maybe they're the problem.
Right.
So we were talking about like craziest characters, right? And I was saying that technically Mahito's not crazy because it's a curse. Like the curse is like he's a human curse, and the human curse's function is to torment and kill humans. Therefore, he's not crazy. He's just doing his function. He's just doing his nature. If he was saving humans as a human curse, that would be crazy. It's like a robot. If a robot is like meant to like save humans, or it's like a killer robot, it's like a soldier robot. It's supposed to just kill people, and the next thing you know, it's like saving a little girl. You're gonna say that robot's malfunctioning. So that's why I was like, do you consider Mahito crazy? Because
no, I don't think he's crazy at all. He makes a lot of sense what he's doing, and I guess people find his methods a bit insane, or the way that he interacts with chaos and incites chaos. But everything about him makes sense. He's made from human hatred, and he has a hatred for humans. He wants personal growth, and that's what I love about him. He's always, he's always learning. He's always growing. Anything that he goes up against, he's even to the point where he can be grateful to someone like Nanami for pushing him to get to a better state, to a stronger state. He can like Gojo, who he's compared to, by Nanami. He has a near-death experience, and what does he do? He learns how to do domain expansion. So everything about him makes sense. He just wants to push his own limits, and he wants to have fun with his friends. Who doesn't love that? That makes sense.
Serena knows ball.
I love Mahito.
Lonnie, there's now three of us.
I got y'all crazy. Noun, a mentally deranged person.
He's not a person.
Oh, shut your mouth, Lonnie. You know what he's talking
He's
about.
not.
A person. He's a curse.
Oh my
Let's
God.
move on.
You know what we're talking
He's not
about.
a person.
I would try to qualify to a person. You know what?
Lonnie always did this though.
It's literally a curse.
Ty will finish the definition and then we'll finish talking about the villains.
Or it said psychopathic, which I think he
A
is.
psychopathic person, a human being.
Yeah, he's not a human. It doesn't count.
Anyhow, let's
Why
talk
does
about
he get it in your...
we've talked
I go
about
on
this.
top.
We've talked about this
Really
like
gotta admit,
5 different times on this podcast. We're moving on.
Lonnie, it's every time Lonnie brings it up. Everybody else want to move on. Lonnie,
because he's
I don't want to bring up old stuff.
Yeah, because I'm
Lonnie's right. But hey,
take a psych class.
you know what?
Yo.
Fuck
this
you
is
in
how-
that psych class. How about
this
that?
is- you know what? I'll put a poll in the chat right now, and then we'll see what they say. Anyway,
What's the next one?
villains in general. I can start. I do like Mahito. I like everything, all things considered. Not gonna lie, the ending sequence made me like Mahito more. He's like,
There you go.
man, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Hey, 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 you ain't really this badass. You want revenge, right? Hey, you did. Wait, now you feel bad. Now I'm by myself. I mess with Mahito. He knows who he
Screwdale
is.
got that 4K camera. You see that?
Hey, he knows
boy
who
got
he
that.
is, and he stands 10 toes, and I respect it. Mahito is a great villain. He's the best villain in the series. With that said, Kenjaku I don't like. Getsu only had a backstory. Toji only had a backstory. Jogo, he's aight. Nanami is a plant monster that doesn't say anything.
You get jumped half the goddamn series, bro.
Hey, bro.
Don't you talk with her mind?
Yeah, she had like a few
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah, a few lines, you know, sure.
What's wrong with Toji existing like being a backstory villain?
I just said he's a backstory, just in the backstory.
Wait, what was the plant's curse's name again?
Nanami.
Hanami.
No,
Hanami.
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 Sorry.
Hanami was created from like nature or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is that? Do you consider her crazy?
Bro,
Yo.
anyway, let's go back on topic. So
Yo, this nigga, bro.
I will say the head, I think I did like the head of the Zenin clan. I wish we got more of like him and developing his ideas, because you know it was great seeing Maki put him on the shirt twice. So with that said,
now yeah.
Stuff.
He wanted to be ahead. He
Yeah.
was pissed when he realized he didn't get it. He was like, what the fuck?
He was the perfect example of a nigga that wants to be the strongest, but just ain't the strongest.
he's just not him, bro.
Like he was saying that, you know, the sin of the insignificant is the ignorance of strength, and only person that understood Toji is me and Gojo. I'm like, nigga, you're not that guy.
I'm gonna give villains overall like a 6.5.
I'll say 7.5.
I say 7, and Mahito carried.
Facts. Okay. Everybody
Say
else?
7, and I agree. Mahito carried.
I also agree. You know, a villain is amazing when they can get somebody. There was this one, she'd always pop up on my feed on YouTube where she'd be watching JJK, and when as Mahito killed Nanami, she legitimately started crying. She bawled on stream.
W
And then
Mahito.
two episodes later, she was fucking cheering like her team just won the Super Bowl as Yuji was walking Mahito down. That's how great Mahito is as a character. And I'll say that straight up. I don't like Mahito, but I acknowledge he's a great villain. I'm one of those people, like, I enjoyed his downfall with the utmost pleasure, and I use pleasure deliberately. Fuck, you know, that.
There aren't really that many like great villains I hate. Like when they do evil shit, like that's tough.
Yeah,
I didn't hate Mahito at all.
Like the fact that I can put Mahito in
the
category. Yeah, but you weird, bro.
He loves what Mahito was doing.
Yeah,
Lonnie saw that domain expansion Shibuya. He was like, oh yeah, he was locked in when people getting sliced up. I was too.
Yeah, man.
He
be trying to justify villains all the time, especially if they're female who's kind of stacked. We've never talked about S Death, but if we ever talk about S Death, my boy gonna be fighting for her like he's her defense attorney.
I'm not gonna lie, S Death is like top 3 favorite female characters for me. I'm be honest.
So she did like a little.
I have no good reasons why I like S Death. I just do.
She murdered thousands of people.
Hey,
we make mistakes.
We all have bad days.
People.
Hey, Trent said Trent sent a $5 super chat. Our boy Trent, shout out to you, my boy. He said shout out to guys. He's cooking over there at on his channel, Flag on the Play, where he talk football. Also shout out I don't want to go on a tangent. We'll leave it there. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna ask this question because we've talked about him so much. You know, it seems like the consensus that Mahito is arguably the best villain in the series. Arguably, how good is Mahito really? What do we rate Mahito? Where does he stack in all-time villains?
All time.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it really.
It's like a loaded question. That's a loaded question, though.
Yeah, I just thought about it because everybody here loves Mahito.
I mean, we're doing a villain tier list.
Yeah, we're
doing a villain tier list.
Ty, good pivot. I like that.
We're doing actually. That's a good point. Let me put this to everybody. Next episode, our episode number 50, we are going to be doing a top 50 BSS villains list. We've done that for top 25 protagonists, and we've done that for top 10 anime. Top 50 villains. That is what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a full ranking, and that one's going to be a good episode.
As the BSS villain, mine should just count as like 2. It should just be like double, but you know.
What's the next category though?
Lonnie, give your rating for the villain.
Oh shoot, my bad, Lonnie.
No.
Huh?
I said next category, but I didn't know if you get your rating or not.
For the JJK, I give it like a 7. Kenjaku to me is like a top 5 fumble of like the new gen, if not anime / manga. They really fumbled Kenjaku. But no, Mahito, amazing. Sukuna, a lot of meat left off the bone, but still pretty good. I even like Jogo a little bit. So Ghetto, goated. Yeah, so I'll give it a 7.